and welcome to the Knights of the Smith Dinner Table real play video of our Deadlands Hell on Earth Irradiated Sandbox.
Penis.
There it is.
I missed my cue.
So when last we left our Stalwart Survivors, they had managed to take down some kind of bad dude that none of them recognized what he was at the Wise Water Treatment Plant.
He didn't like me very much. The camera's over here now. I forgot about that.
The camera's over here now. Right, Chris?
That's right. I was looking.
So that way we
I'm
can
on, boss.
project our voices that way to speak with the marshal.
Yeah.
Makes you guys look at me more. I like being the center of
Look
attention.
this way the entire time.
I try not to look at him.
Yeah. Ever since she said I do.
Haven't looked at you a day since.
Anyway, they had made their way back to Trinity Springs, where they were greeted once more as heroes. And that's where we'll pick up. They are in Trinity Springs. They've had a few days to rest and recover. However, now they need to decide what they want to do. If they want to stay here in Trinity Springs, or if they want to head out and see what's going on out in the wasted west. So please, discuss it. Figure out what you guys want to do. Except for you, Will. You're not here.
Yeah, I figured.
Well, I'm going to ask around town about possibly getting my voice fixed, see if anybody has any leads on that.
The only place that any of them could think of would be Junkyard. Some of them say the chamber, but nobody knows where the chamber is heading.
And how far away is Junkyard?
You are in northeast Nevada, or not Nevada, northeast New Mexico.
Okay, New Mexico. That's right. I couldn't remember if it was Nevada or New Mexico.
So it's a ways.
It's a ways away.
About a place to buy ammo.
There is a place here you can get everything for book price out of ammo price. They do not have gyrojet ammunition, but I don't think you have a weapon that
I'm
fires
just looking for
gyrojet.
50 cal, but I'm sure that's probably.
They've only got about 10 rounds of 50 cal, and it goes for $5 a bullet.
How about I don't know if it's specific. The M21A2
That uses a 5.56.
5.56.
Unless, ooh, I know what I want to do. While we're here.
Witches is in place
How
in-
I don't remember how it should be on here.
Thank you, my love.
All right, so Rick makes noises about heading towards Junkyard. What about the rest of you? What do you guys think?
I don't have a problem with it. I would like to see if there's somebody in town that can tell me exactly what this plastic explosive I got is.
Greer is actually able to tell you straight up. It is C4.
Okay. Do we want to keep this? Does anybody want it?
What is it? I'm sorry.
C4.
I mean, I'm never one to turn down explosives.
Well, here.
Cool.
I don't really trust myself.
4 ounces of C4.
Okay.
Does anybody really want this grenade launcher? Like, should I try to find grenades?
I don't think I'm gonna find any locally.
Do I hang on to this or do I sell it?
I mean, probably trade it for a vehicle.
And sorry, you're in the northwest. Hold on.
Did we heal
Central, northern
Yes.
central.
All the way?
Mexico.
Yes.
up? Because it still had a green thing on my guts. Alright, I'll hang on to that. Then I'm good if everybody else is good.
I'm good. Did my strain go back up?
Trains 1 per minute or 1 per hour,
Okay.
unless you have
Junkyard is
bonuses.
a little over 600 miles.
So on foot, about a month.
A month on foot.
Do we want to try and find a vehicle?
Probably.
Make it easier?
I mean, we can.
Where would my money have in?
You put it back in gear on the backside. You might have a few widgets.
Can we get paid for bringing this back?
Yeah, he actually pays each of you 100 widgets.
So I have 150 now.
Where do we get the other
Is
50?
Is this where we have a buckboard?
No, that's Monday.
That's
Tomorrow or Monday.
And that's the same as dollars.
No.
Widgets is
Junkyard currency.
Is the junkyard currency. It's starting
Right
ever
out.
since the Iron Pact Alliance was formed. The convoy has been moving widgets out and about through the West and having a pretty solid currency.
If I went to the place to buy bullets, it would, if they had 10 rounds. I guess I'm not going to any of that because that's five. Right? How much would the other one? $5
$1 a round.
a round. And I can buy those.
Yep.
I could get 30 widgets.
Does Aurora have any input?
Who? Oh. No. I've been helping out at the church or something, haven't I?
The school.
Do they have any insights to a place where we might be able to get some transportation for a reasonable amount, aka free?
Find a road gang. That would be the surefire way. But that could be just as dangerous as not. All right. Need to set up my- so I can add my little. Okay, so if you are going to head to Junkyard, you're going to want to head west
West?
to get to
West?
yes, to get to Route 285 and start heading north.
All right, west of 285, then north.
How passable are the roads?
Out this way, not too bad. not going to be passing too close. Or going up the way that you're going, you're not going to be anywhere near Arizona, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
So, in theory, you shouldn't have to worry about rattlers. Just wormlings, which you know live in the area. Other creatures, I mean, it's going to be hit or miss as to what you run into.
Have my friends in higher places hook me up with a vehicle?
Fear doesn't have anything. A lot of the vehicles were destroyed when the Black Cats came in.
And he gave his last running one away.
I'll give him 100 widgets.
That wouldn't cover the cost of one. He says you can check around. There might be some farms that have horses.
Oh boy, here we go.
I mean, horses are some of the best ways to get around. You don't have to find gas. Food.
Easier to come by than gas. What are the color differences on here? Or is it just each section's a different color?
Each section's a different color.
What about is the middle column still the
Yep. Brain stuff.
So for those who aren't aware, let me make sure this is coming. We have new character sheets. Hold on. Let me turn off my background. Nope, there we go. So we have new character sheets designed by Dyslexic Studio, Marcus Downing. Our official Knights of the Dinner Table Deadlands character sheet. And Marcus did an amazing job on them for us. A couple of minor mistakes here and there, but we're going to get those sorted out for the next printing, which will be a while. So he's got plenty of time. All right, so you guys are going to head out on the road then? Head towards Junkyard?
Yep, see if we can
what
find
you can run into.
some transportation or something.
All right, as you're heading north out of Trinity Springs, just to give you guys kind of an idea of where Trinity Springs is. So we've got New Mexico, right?
Yep.
Right down here, just the south of Eagle Nest, right in this area is where Trinity Springs is. Wise is up over this way. And then as you go farther north, you'll see bigger towns. You know that a lot of these towns are in ruins from the war. So there's no telling what you'll find over there. And all right, so you guys start heading out. What is our marching route? Or are we just kind of walking in a big bump?
Probably an amoeba.
Amoeba.
In the back of the motor.
All right. All right, so we have roughly she would probably want to be up. That you want to be towards the back.
In the middle or somewhere.
Wants to be somewhere in the middle.
I'll stick to the middle.
Middle front or middle back?
Middle front.
Cool, and I'll be middle back.
All right. Color. Before I change the radius, God, insane radius that I use for. All right. You guys get on the road. There used to be a random encounter. Apparently not anymore.
I
Okay, so there it is. Fox, it is not starting.
not starting.
My PDF reader.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm just having all sorts of
I'm having all kinds.
technical issues tonight.
Cats, dogs.
No. No. Go lay down. Yeah, I'm having all kinds of
It is.
technical.
It is. No. Might it. Hey. Midas.
This may not be. Good night. It's now my folder that all my.
Nice.
Shit.
All right.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that's really weird. All right. We'll do this. Good old fashioned heart. Never let you down. All right. So as you guys head out and start heading north, need to make
Uh-oh.
a cognition check. Like that.
Which one was that?
To the top left.
Oh, I'm blind. That's fine.
It's gonna be good night.
Well,
Same.
8, 4.
Oh wait, do we add them?
No.
Take the highest.
Okay, then yeah, 4. Yeah.
Okay, I'm 48, and I rolled a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ugh.
oh, that sucks.
Small straight though.
Wrong game.
I mean, Yahtzee.
This. And
You can lose a piece.
That's right.
Especially if you have 3 cats.
But I don't have animals.
there we go. And you guys are making your way through a narrow section. What's that?
Let me quickly assemble it.
This is a sandbox.
Assembly.
Assembly is required.
And batteries are not included. Such a good movie. Batteries not included.
Is that part 2 or 3 or? That's a different.
And some with little alien robots in the apartment building. Windows fixed.
Huh? Oh, okay.
All right.
Forgot about that. No. Did I shower while we were in town before we left?
I'm assuming you had a place to shower.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, my wind is fixed.
All right. You guys are getting to, as you guys are heading down the road. Let me make it better.
Everything okay?
Yeah. We're going to be tomorrow. Things that she asked me.
Gotcha.
More?
Could be you.
Could be both.
That's worth one. I found.
So,
I'll try to roll a cognition real quick.
We know I pass really well.
Well, it's not necessarily passing.
I see it. I know about it. I know all the
You can
things.
roll all ones.
I don't know. Chris is sitting over here, so
Yeah, Chris sat in the seat the other day.
and it was terrible.
Horrible.
What am I rolling?
Cognition. Top left.
Two.
Left in the
Down to
thing.
1.
So we had a 2, a 4, a 4, a 4, and an 8.
I got the 8.
There's still residue in that chair from when I sat in it.
What'd you get it for?
I also only have 3d6. So.
Yeah, we actually rolled.
Do you have keen or eagle eyes?
Keen what?
Keen or eagle eyes?
I
You have these in pen.
No, wait.
So that's plus 2.
You know you can still change.
So that brings you up to
them.
6.
Hold on.
Okay.
No, wait. Yes, I do.
I'm pretty sure my other one.
Why don't I have that plus 2 written down?
Maybe it wasn't.
Did you write plus 2 next to your cognition?
It'll be fine.
No, I didn't. Maybe on this one I did. Small.
All right, so I'm assuming that Aurora is up front, correct in that assumption?
Always.
Okay.
What are we looking at?
And
We're on the road.
you guys are on the road.
Again,
So you guys are to about
what is it? A country road.
and it's in the valley of some mountains.
We're coming around the mountain.
I think we already have come around the.
Actually, you're walking through the mountain.
The only place.
And you guys are
Wow.
What? No
Yeah.
way.
I have
do you have the 6th sense power, Cheryl?
Me?
Yeah.
I think so. I do. It's level 2.
Level 2, so that bumps you up.
Congrats, you're 4. Just us.
And I don't have the martial artist one that lets me not be surprised.
All right. So this is going to be fun.
How long have you been on the road now?
Several hours.
Okay.
It's actually like late afternoon, heading towards evening.
We're just asking for my little in-character journal I'm keeping.
All right. I am like not coordinated.
Kind of an off night, but that's okay.
It's very much an off night.
I
Well,
enjoy
this is
seeing
my-
everybody.
Yeah,
My 6th
So
day
worth
in a
it.
row.
that blows.
But he gets 3 days off now.
It's true.
And today was not as bad as other days. Plus, someone came in this morning. 2 somebodies were there with him.
Yeah, we had the new PA there. The manager was there too. Since I know he doesn't watch this, brain.
Watch, this is the only episode he'll ever watch, and
Yeah.
he will just turn it on to that.
Training.
Yeah, that's why I said running a training session.
Training session on that vagina.
No.
Or the paused spot. Like,
She is so far out of his league. And he's married.
That stops people.
I know.
Cat?
She's married and she seems very different.
That's good.
yeah, James tried.
All right.
Penis.
Penis.
Happiness.
Happy penis.
Venus. Happiness.
Did you send that to anyone else? He sent me this little kid, and the mom like, say happiness, and it's, I don't know, the kid's maybe 2, and he goes, happy penis. No, happiness. Happy penis.
I mean, happiness is a happy penis.
In your household.
Oh, I know what you meant.
There's no ambient music.
There is not, but we are on test.
Oh, and it keeps crashing.
It keeps crashing when I try and do that. I could, however.
Really, cat?
Play it just from the app.
I can play it just from.
You don't have to. I can sing for us.
No.
You're a speaking bard.
Oh, I forgot. I didn't. I was just waiting for Danny to say it.
Somebody else beat me to it.
All right, let's start some.
What? Bow, bow, bow.
There we go. We make sure it's not too loud on the screen. Does not appear to be. All right. So you guys are just romping along, having a good old time.
Yeah, we need our next cards.
Yeah, where are our cards?
They should have been in the thing.
You dealing tonight, Nick?
Yep, I'll be your local dealer this evening.
All right.
You said we're surprised, so we don't get cards this round, right?
You do not get it.
Well,
Push it close so it talks to the other dice.
All right. So they are going to get to quite a bit.
Oh, that's not good.
As from out of the sky,
It was nice playing with you guys.
you know, it's cool eating ice cream.
what's cool?
I see what you did there.
I like that.
Everybody sees these massive humanoid bats.
Bats? Like BATS? When you say
Yes.
humanoid, you mean humanoid in size?
In size and
shape.
roughly in shape.
So are they like
Man bats.
Ben's character on
Kind of,
Monday
but not a
Nights?
pterodactyl.
No. So
They have actual wings?
let me.
Can they fly?
Oh, that's how they got to us.
This is
If they
actually
have
a pretty-
legs, they could have ran. I did not hear the word swoop.
They dropped out of the sky.
Oh.
So they fell with style.
Swooping in at you. There you go. Does that make you happier? Swooping in at you.
Thank you.
Right, now I'm starting to get distracted.
Don't you want number 4 up one?
No.
Because I need to have a flank with number 3.
Well, this is Deadlands and there's no point.
Well, I understand that, but you would be able to hit both those 2 people.
Good, yeah.
Are you trying to help us or not?
I'm just telling him that he has a strategy incorrect.
Okay.
Maybe they're not smart.
She's trying to kill us too.
Well, then number 2 should not be right behind me.
Here, let me face them towards the people they are attacking.
So I'm getting it from behind.
Alright.
On the side. Are you the 5'4"?
I'm going by 4.
Could you zoom in just a little bit?
Sure can.
I don't think we need all that extra, do we?
Not at the moment. But who knows? You guys might like run.
I just couldn't tell facing
Alright.
or who was who. So it's in line me, then
Then me.
And then Tank Girl.
then
Baldy McBaldson.
your last.
All right. So let me get you.
On there, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was covered.
It's okay.
Bloody me. Bloody me. That's okay.
Well,
The tokens are actually exactly what you're looking at. Minus the
Bunch
number.
of tokens. Got it.
As they swoop down into sight, everybody needs to make a guts check. That.
Here, Cheryl, they look like this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
man.
Yep, that's what they look like, Annie.
Oh dear.
None of it matters. You said guts.
Guts.
Guts and butts.
Number 10 for Nicodemus.
Yahtzee.
You said guts.
No. That one was worse. So,
What are the chips?
white adds 1 more to your pool. Once you spend a red, though, you can't go backwards.
And you can't have busted it.
I
Yeah.
have not looked.
There we go. That's better.
So I guess I got a 3. Well, you know what? No. I can add another white.
Yeah.
Nicodemus,
Ball sacks.
you go weak in the knees, and you gain minor agoraphobia.
I think I can decipher what that means.
You're afraid of Goras.
Wide open spaces.
Ah, okay, cool.
It's a good song.
You're in a open space.
Great. Not much I can do about that though, can I?
That's right. You are also going to take 26 wind, so 5 wind.
Okay.
As you now want to get the hell out of Dodge and away from you.
Right.
I got a
You're going to
4.
be at a -2 to all rolls until further notice.
You have Nerves of Steel?
What? No.
Chris,
Bye.
what did Bloodshot get?
Oh, I have +2 next to my guts, so
Which you do.
okay, so that would mean I got a 9.
9.
And I do have currently minor agoraphobia.
Oh, so it's a 7.
So it is a 7. Okay, I'd throw that out there. I don't know if that counters it.
As you get a good look at these guys,
Hmm.
your minor agoraphobia
Minor.
goes up to major.
Is this temporary or?
No.
No, phobias are not temporary. You take 3 wind, and you're ready to turn tail and run. Alright, what did Aurora get?
I got a 10.
You got a 10?
Where's wind and stuff marked on here?
The little sheet.
It's
Sorry.
You have it on there underneath your character. It's blank of blank wind.
Oh, you didn't fill that in for me, James.
I'm sorry, I missed that one. All right, you need to make a faith roll.
14?
All right, you are fine on that. However, you're going to take 16 wind as you start to feel a faint coming on. Spirit and bigger die types. Add it together.
No, I don't have. Figure, yeah, I was gonna say I knew I had 18. I was just
So you don't actually faint, but all right. What did Poppy get?
4.
That's no bueno.
so what I
I
put
haven't had a whole party
2.
fail of guts checking. Yeah, you'd be down to 2 wind.
I wasn't sure how that worked.
You know
Yes,
this.
sure that.
Poppy goes weak in the knees, suffering 3 wind. She'll be at a -2 to all rolls for the remainder of this encounter. And she is going to be turning tail and running as well.
No phobias?
Didn't roll
Lucky.
high. And what did
7.
Why? Why are you here?
You add your guts to it?
I don't have any.
Or, I
you
mean,
get a bad case of
your,
the heebie-jeebies.
grit?
I don't have grit.
How many grit?
No.
Yeah,
Who has grit?
You?
you and Chris.
You had your
No,
grit?
I don't have any grit.
You should. You should have the same grid as what Cheryl does.
Mine says 0.
Should be 2. What was your grid on your old sheet?
It's
Mid-range.
on the right hand.
Yeah, it says 0. I mean,
Oh.
that's what I had last time.
She a veteran?
She is a veteran, but veteran.
No, the other veteran.
No, she's not a veteran of the year. All right. Then no.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Where were we? Oh
So
yes.
weak in the knees.
Nope. You get the heebie-jeebies.
CBGBs.
You go white as a sheet. You lose 1 wind, and you will be suffering a -2 to all actions. This
Alright, not too hateful in comparison.
as they come in, they are all screaming, making this high-pitched sound that's real painful to the ear.
Could I spend chips to get rid of some of my wind penalty?
Absolutely.
So a white is
5,
5.
10, and 15.
If you're white, you'll be fine.
I was thinking if I just spent 2 whites, I'd be fine.
Yeah, that's fair too.
I can do that, right? 2 whites can
Yep.
counter it. So I'm actually at 12 now instead of.
All right, number 1 is going to try and grab
Aurora.
Aurora.
Aurora's not gonna let him.
Well, Aurora's surprised.
Aurora's still not gonna let him.
He did not get a raise, so he just causes fall hit. That's a roll. I don't think you.
No, I don't.
Okay. So you're going to take 14 points of damage to your guts.
So it's 2.
Hmm?
Taking none.
And you take 4 wind and a vigor check. The next one is going to try and grab Nicodemus. He does grab you with a raise.
Oh, boy.
So this guy has a hold of you.
Sometimes Midas lands
Right.
on their feet, so I wasn't sure.
Go for it now.
Number 3 is going after Poppy.
I don't want it.
Hit, but no raise. catches her right in the head with the claws. He's trying to grab her.
Shit.
$13, 17, 20 points to the novel. 22 points.
Okay.
That's 3.
3.
That's 3 wounds.
Yep.
Yeah.
If I soak it with a red chip,
That brings it down to 1.
Did I have to make a roll?
Bigger check.
Vigor check. You take 1 wind and a vigor check. Copy.
We need
My target number is what? 3.
5.
The target, yeah, if you put the target numbers for your stun checks right on there. Alright.
I just remember
Reasons.
The next one goes after Ricochet. Hit
Out
with
of
a
4.
raise. Rick
Does
has been-
Ricochet have a bunch?
What did
Yeah.
that do?
You got stunned because you have a wound. And how much
She
was
is
that?
stunned?
Yeah.
No, he grabbed hold of me. He didn't do actual.
Okay.
Okay.
And the last one is going after Bloodshot. That's a hit, but not a grab. Right in the guts. Do you have any armor?
No.
I feel like maybe we need to find some armor. Like an armored duster.
17 to
I
the
have one.
guts.
And more leather
Sorry,
legs.
19. I'm forgetting the plus 2.
Yes, 3 wounds.
Gonna take it all. I'm gonna chip it down.
Yeah, what do I need to get rid of it?
A blue, or
White gets rid of 1, red gets rid of 2, blue gets rid of.
you could put 3 whites if you wanted.
Okay.
It's your choice. I was just
Yeah, it's
letting
your
you know.
choice on how you spend.
Yeah, I'll get Thank you.
Alright.
Quickness rolls on our part.
That means you take
No.
5 wind and a vigor check.
Oh, this is only their first.
First go.
And as their turn ends, you guys get to make gust checks to see if you get to make a quickness roll.
And we need a raise to be able to actually roll quickness, right?
13.
No, you just have to succeed.
Oh, we just have to succeed?
15, 16, 17.
Wait.
Minus your penalty.
Yeah, don't forget your
Hang on. So if I roll 2 1, I have 3 dice.
You busted.
failed.
Okay.
So you're you're so caught off guard by the fact that this guy or this creature grabbed you, and you're screaming in its face.
Hey, because I rolled a
Terrified.
12 and then a 1. Like, great. And I looked at the others and went, crap.
Terrified horror movies.
So you had 3.
So I had a 4 on my figure, so
I have 3
You beat the
12.
3. So you're fine. Alright. You got a 17 guts.
9.
9. You are good.
And you also get one of these.
Okay. What'd you get on your guts check?
We're rolling another one?
We're rolling one to be able to act.
Oh, okay.
I need better. Oh.
I'm gonna do that.
Hey, Chris, reach into the pot and pull it.
Come on, white.
Nope, you got a blue.
I'll take
Not
that.
blue,
that
but
red.
I got a
Don't have
9.
Chris draw my chips for me.
I got a 9.
that's
9,
my
okay.
person's dice.
Oh, wait.
And don't forget your penalties.
Nope. So that's a 7.
11
Everybody who with their penalties, is that 11 with their penalties?
with my penalty.
Everyone who with their penalties need a 9 gets to make a quickness roll.
You
I
need a
don't get to
9?
make a quickness roll.
Equal or
Equal or better.
So you do. You
But
got it.
how do you bust it?
No.
No, I
Oh,
got
you
a
had
7.
a 7.
Yeah,
Which
that's
I,
Yeah, I got a 9.
alright.
Well,
I just fucked that die. 0, 5, 10, 15. The Chris get a roll.
Yeah, I got a 5, 6 for 10, 11, 12. That is.
-4.
Oh, I get a -4. Sorry.
So 0, 5.
Yeah.
Because you have 8.
Yeah. 8 is.
And you get 2 cards.
I had an
Motherfucker. Draw James another chip.
This is a good night.
Well,
for me.
God bless America.
2 red chips.
The only thing I'm good at is giving the boss chips.
All right. And Paco. Oh, Paco.
Paco the Taco.
Where am I?
Oh,
My
you
You
have
found the
food?
bin, and you see a group of travelers being
Molested.
Pummeled.
assaulted by a bunch of. You would know these
Okay.
because are you Sioux or what tribe are you?
What are my options?
Well, you could belong to the Sioux Nations
Okay.
or the Apaches.
Ooh, bud.
The Apaches are the. You can't belong to any of the Coyote Confederation
Okay.
because bad things happen.
Okay. But I can be an Apache.
Yeah.
Or I
Could
can
be an
a
Apache.
Sioux.
You couldn't be a Sioux
That's
and
how
an
I
Apache.
open them.
Right. But I could be a Sioux.
You could be a Sioux.
I find it.
Yeah, over
Yeah, let's
there's
go
a-
that route.
Okay.
Down with that.
I was going to say because most Apache don't take the old ways back. So yeah, you definitely know what these creatures are. You have fought them back in the Sioux Nation. They're known as Devilbacks.
Ooh.
And since the war, apparently they have spread unchecked.
All right.
And you will need a guts check since you know what they are.
And you're like, oh shit.
So I add the guts number to whatever my roll is, correct?
No.
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 That's the number of dice.
That's the number of dice I roll of that type.
Yeah. So you roll 5d8.
70.
No, you have 5d8 plus
plus
2.
2. Oh,
So-
so I roll 5d8 and add
Yeah.
2. Okay.
Here you go. Here's 4. Where's the d8? There's 1. Okay, I know I have at least 5.
Wait, does still get +2 to guts checks?
I have brave.
Brave, that's what it is.
So 5's your highest.
Yes.
So you have 7.
Okay. 7.
You gonna stand on 7?
Did you draw chips at the beginning?
I did.
So you can spend one of those and roll a dice again. You only got 2 dice?
No, you
I
spent one already.
Oh, okay. Oh, because you upped something.
Right.
Spend a red. You get to roll another dice and add it on to apple.
Doing that. But you get to grab a chip if I spend
That
it.
is true.
Yep.
That's fine.
Hey Chris, hold me a check. I'd like a blue one.
I mean, right off.
There, I mixed it all up. All the blue ones are on the bottom, Chris, so take it from the top.
God, you need to stop drawing.
Should be,
Right.
should be Gucci.
The 11 is enough that you're kind of shaken, but not enough to really affect you. Go ahead and make your quickness.
Four.
So,
So you get 1. Because it's 0.
All right. Did the red
5,
Joker
and
come
as
out?
long as you don't plus.
no, the black Joker did though. Which we already got your chip for that.
Yep.
And it goes 8s. They're shaped like a
That
head.
brings-
Hearts,
Mhm.
diamonds, clubs. Smog.
Yeah.
All right. Any
Bill.
aces?
Yep,
Minute ago.
clubs.
Diamonds.
Diamonds.
No.
Diamonds
Um,
are better than clubs.
I
As you take a quick survey of what's going on around you, this one tried to hit you. Did. There's one that's got a hold of Nicodemus and one that has a hold of Rick.
I would like to move because did you put my movement on here? Yeah. No. Yes, 8. I would like to move between 3 and
Let me get their actual.
2 and 3, or 2 and 4. I'm sorry, but like back one from them.
So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.
Oh, I thought he was in that square.
I had them partially in the hex to denote.
Okay,
I
no,
would-
that's okay. Right there is good.
Okay.
So I will attack number 2.
You're attacking number 2 that's got a hold of Nicodemus.
No, it's okay.
And you hit Nicodemus.
Um,
Like that.
I got a 6.
6. He is unable to effectively defend himself because he has his arms wrapped onto Nicodemus. And actually, it's not his arms; it's his legs. He's flapping his arms. His arms are. So he's.
He's otherwise occupied. So is that a hit?
That is a hit
Okay.
because he is not able to actively defend himself.
Oh, don't I get a +1 with my sword?
Yep.
Or +2 with my sword?
+1.
No, you get +2 for sweeping.
Where's my...
Should be in there. I didn't take him out.
There they are.
You haven't paperclipped your other character.
No, these aren't that. Well, they are. Where's my cheat sheet?
Did it fall out maybe?
No, this is gold, like, from my, shootist.
Okay, so what do you want to know?
When... There it is. I get a +1 because it's my favorite weapon.
Yep.
And that's to hit, right?
That is hit and a damage.
I rolled a 14. Do I get a +2 on location because it's my weapon?
You get a +2 on location because it's melee. But the 14 is a raid.
No, 14 is the location.
14 is the location. That with the +2.
16 with the
Okay, so you're hitting it right in the guts. This is number 2. Go ahead and roll your damage.
That's my strength with 5d12. Plus
3d8.
3d8. That's 22, 28, 29, 39.
39. These things are size 7. 39 divided by 7 is 5 wounds. You knock that sucker right out of the air, and it is quite dead.
Not that I can do anything.
All right, that was Ace of Diamonds, Ace of Clubs.
All right, so this thing's got a hold of me.
Yep,
We are going to.
it's kind of got you like by the shoulders from above.
All right. Let's see. Well, that won't do anything. That won't do anything. That won't do anything. We're gonna try to break free.
Okay, make a
Fighting check.
fighting brawl or martial arts.
Martial arts. It is. No. I bust.
You bust. Well, that sucker really has it. All right, does anybody? No, that was the last king.
That was the
that
ace.
is-
Kings. King of Spades, King of Hearts, King of Diamonds. They get to go. So that one is right over top of you, right? Got a hold of you by the shoulders. Needs to make a strength roll,
It's weak, though.
but it's not. you are up a level.
Sweet. Now I just need to break free and flying kick somebody.
All right, number 1. Just sees how dangerous. Crazy. And it's flying forward to try and grab her with its feet. And it actually ends up over here, and it misjudged, and now it's on the ground. Let's say it's prone. It will have taken
Did it bust?
that much. All right.
Chris, what's your highest?
What's that?
Hard.
8.
And I got a Tenorino.
All right.
Second one.
Number 3 tries to grab Poppy again.
No.
Poppy going to remove.
How? What do I do? I
You
wanna.
would toss, or no, you don't
I
have
don't
any
have
chance.
any. I don't have any cards.
All right, so it's got a hold of Poppy. I have.
I honestly forgot that I made coffee. Because I ran to go get the ice cream.
All right, and number 5 down there. What is your fighting roll?
So it just grabbed me. It didn't do anything else.
Yeah, it had to spend its action.
Okay,
grabbing.
just checking.
Bloodshot.
What
is
is
your
what?
fighting?
My fighting level is here. Here. I don't have anything in fighting.
All right, so it now has a hold of you, and in both cases they have a hold of your shoulders,
Fine.
and they're starting to lift you guys off the ground.
Shit.
All right, that was King of Diamonds. King of Clubs, Queens. Any queens out there?
Nope, I think Jacks are highest.
All right, Jacks. What are you going to do? You see 2 of them have a couple of these people by the shoulders. A third one has lifted one of them up into the sky.
Is that number 3 or number 5?
Number 4 has lifted one up in.
I'm on the next level.
Let me. There you
Okay. How far into the sky?
go. 5 yards.
5 yards?
Yep, 15 feet.
11. That's 11 yards out, 5 yards up, so we'll call it 12 yards.
Squared plus C squared.
Holy shit. Okay.
So,
That fall damage is good.
yeah,
yeah.
that'd be alright.
How far do I have to move to shoot the thing with an arrow?
What's your ranging?
I think range on bow is 10.
So for every 10, it's a -2 on your.
Okay.
So you could shoot from right where you're at.
Right.
And if you walk forward, it's going to give you a penalty for walking anyways.
Every 10's a -2. So
The
how
first 10 is no penalty.
so
Every
how
10.
far is the
You can shoot out five ranging,
Okay.
and he's only 15 yards away, so he's within the second range. So a minus
So just -2 to whatever I roll
Mhm.
on my bow.
on your highest up.
Okay. Go for it. I'll let my one action do the living.
Still your Jack. Samurai Jack.
Alright, you draw back on your bowstring.
5.
-2.
Yep.
That is a hit. Roll d20 for location.
So 11.
Into its left wing
Sick.
and roll damage.
Oh, throw that down.
So you roll your strength dice. What's your strength? So you roll 3d10 and 1d6 and pick the best.
Well,
Nope.
no.
So 6 plus 6 and roll the 6 again.
Oh, that exploded.
Yep. So 12.
3, so 15.
15,
Yep.
which is its size of 7. That's going to be 2 wounds to its left wing. And roll a 2d6 to win. These do not explode.
3.
All right. That was Queen or Jax.
Yep.
10.
10 of clubs.
Any other 10s?
Clubs.
Because everything's higher than 12.
Yep.
10 of clubs.
All right. So
Or,
this thing.
sorry, no, 10 of diamonds.
Ah,
I almost missed that.
shit.
That.
All right. So, these two flies up. 12. This one flies up. 12. This one flies up. 12.
So I'm high as fuck right now.
You are around 30 yards.
Eat. Are you gonna die?
That fall is going to be a killer.
Yeah, it'll be fun though.
I mean, I tried.
You did try. And now you see 3 of them are up in the air.
Oh, good God.
Number 1 spins.
If we TPK on the night I created my character, James, they're get set.
I don't think it'll be.
What?
You won't get beat up?
Yep. But you're not that far.
Surprised how easily we go up the entire fight.
Well, I know how easy it is to go off the entire fight. I've done it.
He's already done it twice this year at least.
All right, and the one facing Aurora missed. Now it's 10 o'clock.
All right, so this thing's got me pretty high up in the air.
Yep.
So I know this is probably not going to work the way I want it to work. But I kind of want to, like, essentially, like, kind of like, because it's got me by the shoulders, kind of like swing up and grab it with my feet around its head and kind of like yank it down, like throwing people, but try to get it underneath me and so it starts falling.
Okay. That will be an opposed fighting check.
All right.
Let's go.
I think he's going to probably beat me.
Give me just a moment. Play good, bad. All right. What was your total?
With all my penalties, 3.
Minus 2. So, yep. Alright, that was 10s, 9s.
What's your highest card, Wyatt?
None.
What's your highest card, Chris? And Cheryl is what, 7? both 7s.
All right, eights. So you are. So you're there at the bottom of the screen. 24 yards out.
Yeah. I didn't fall out because I exploded wrong. I mean, I didn't. I mean, no, that was, how fast are you falling around?
32 feet per second per second.
So theoretically, I could get an action in there.
In theory, but the way that everything is set up,
And it's -6.
you would call your
I just dying all day.
You got an ace in there?
2 out of 3.
All right.
You know what they say, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Play it again, Sam.
Right now I got a 2.
Yeah, so play it again, Sam.
You need to get up to a 5.
Oh, nice.
So I got a 9.
Total of 9 is a hit. Roll location, but subtract 4 from it because you're shooting from directly below it.
So roll your d20.
Oh, hold on. I did this wrong.
Did you roll the wrong dice?
Yes, I did. I have to be honest. I was rolling for the actual weapon.
Oh,
You
you're
were
rolling
rolling
the
the
damage.
damage?
I was fucking.
I was like, 'cause you have d12s for shooting, don't you?
Yeah.
So that's a lot easier to hit your numbers.
Okay. 6d12.
Yeah, that's a lot better than 3d8.
God. This is me. 3.
All right. Here comes the bus.
2, 4, 6. Right, correct dice. Okay. At least I got 1, 2, 2 12s.
2 12s.
Nice.
How many ones?
None.
4, 6. So 12.
So you're sitting at 6 right now.
So you're currently hitting it.
Ooh, another 2.
Ooh, you're up to 24.
No, 18.
Well, 18, but
18. We'll just say 18 so I know where I'm at. 22.
22. That is a hit with 3 raises.
Okay.
So roll your d20 for location.
I'm sitting at 20. 19.
-4 is 15.
15.
And you can add or subtract 3, but it's either going to be into a wing or the guts.
Wing might not be a bad idea.
That's what I was sitting there thinking. It'll like slowly go down. Yeah, I'll take the wing.
Which wing? Left or right?
Yeah, we'll go left.
Okay. Go ahead and
Left-handed, I
roll
will.
them damage bones.
Okay.
All right, now you can roll your 3d8.
3d8. But you said 2.
No,
No. Okay.
you didn't get it in the gizzards of the head.
So you have to hit it in the guts.
Well, the gizzards.
Gizzards.
Oh, okay.
So you have to roll a 10 or get it in the 10 or the 20.
I gotcha. 3d8. Come on, guys. You saw what happened before. Let's do it again. And flat out 11.
11. Enough for a wound. And roll a d6 for win. These do not explode.
Oh, okay. 5.
All right. And it screams as you hit it. All right, that was 8. Any other 8s?
Nope.
7.
Hearts. Nope, that's me. Hearts.
I have what diamonds?
Yep.
All right, 7 of hearts. Let me up, down. Whoops. Let me go up a level, not down.
Yep. So this thing's flying pretty hard.
It's fighting to gain altitude.
All right.
You got a feeling you know what's going to happen when it gets as high as it wants to.
Yep. So it's got a hold of me, right?
Yep.
Are you gonna grab a hold of it?
I mean, that's probably the best idea right now. Yeah, we're gonna try to swing our legs up and wrap it around its head again and hold it.
All right, so put the fighting. 4.
Well, the Scourge is gonna die anyway, so I might as well spend my last chip.
You might not die.
He's gonna
What'd
die.
you get?
3.
3.
He's gonna die. Cool.
It's twisting and turning and keeping you from getting a good hold on it. All right, 7 of hearts. 7 of diamonds. Let me go back down to ground level.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh, you can see the shadows where the people are.
Yep. Other people are gonna die.
How high above me are they?
I'm probably about this big now.
He's about 36 yards up. The other 2 are 24 yards.
So I can't get them.
I mean, you can throw your
You can
sword.
Throw your sword. Sword throw is a valid maneuver, but you still have one on the ground here next to you, and it's been trying to get a hold of you.
Okay, I'm gonna attack number 1.
All right. Go ahead and make your fighting swords roll.
Sorry, I had to remember which die type I was rolling. Seven.
7 is going to be a miss. All right, 6s. Spades. 6 of hearts.
Chris is the last card.
6 of diamonds. All right, number 1 comes after Laura. It's not able to get a hold of her. It's got to roll an 8
Because I have fighting.
because you got your sword out.
Yeah. If only I wasn't
Oh,
surprised.
would an 8 have hit?
No,
Would a 9?
9 would have.
I only had an 8.
All right, so we go up. So we're going to go, and these guys go up 12 more yards. So you guys are 36. And He's at 48. On the plus side, damage does eventually cap out. All right. Hey, Poppy.
Yep.
Guts check.
Okay.
Nicodemus.
Let's see
Guts check.
if I don't fail this one.
You want to roll my dice tower?
There's a 10.
That's a 10. This one fell. Okay. 10.
11 minus 2 is 9.
So, yeah,
Both
8.
of you get to make quickness
Sorry,
rolls
8.
this round.
Sweet
Oh,
beans.
8? Then no,
Yeah.
you do not get to make a quickness roll.
You don't have guts, do you? No. Or grit.
Can I spend a point? Or
You can spend a chip anytime you want.
So that will just.
So
give
am I
you
not
one more to
stunned
roll.
anymore
Okay.
then?
You are no longer surprised. You are still stunned.
Okay. So what
Same
does that
exactly the
do?
same.
All right. You're going to stay with that? You're going to.
I still have a pilot.
If you roll a red, it will add.
Okay. I'm gonna.
If you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a red because
Yeah.
All right.
a
Hey,
3.
Chris.
now would
With
be
your
a good
minuses.
time to spend
I
a
need a
red.
check.
Oh,
So
then I roll
10,
one.
It's okay. I'm
14.
holding it this time. It wasn't your fault, Chris. It was Nick's.
Okay.
No, because now he's gonna draw the blue one and it's in there. So it's
We're
Cheryl's fault.
fine.
Okay.
Hey, we're not out of round
Okay.
yet, right?
No, Chris still had a card.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I had the 3.
What are you going to do on that 3?
Well, I'm gonna try to blast him again and something.
In the
Sorry.
same-
That would happen after he rose. That was on
Oh, yeah.
6s. Go ahead and
And-
take your shot.
I forgot. I gotta shuffle.
Okay.
And you already dealt yourself cards.
16, 12.
So did you roll again?
Yeah,
What
I
did you get?
I got a
4,
6,
5,
so 16.
16 minus your penalty. So
Yeah,
you
so
up.
14.
You have passed.
Yeah, I was off by like 1 point.
Well, that's
The whole posse is finally
You would have had to roll an ace.
going to be in the fight on round
Yeah.
3.
It's quickness.
2 12.
Yeah, it will be. It's Chris's. 2 12s? We just need to not pay attention to you. Play it.
Yeah.
No. Oh, that bitch was on it. 12, 15 minus 6
Is 9.
is 9.
That is a hit, no raise. Go ahead and roll your location, -4.
Nobody pay attention.
9.
All right, that is right in the guts. Roll damage.
Okay. 8.
I have a question. If he's damaged, like he gets injured but not dead, will he slowly fall?
If you takes the wings out, or damages one of the wings,
11 damage. Or,
No.
I'm sorry,
to the
gut.
guts. All right.
It'd be nice for the left wing.
Yeah, again.
Which one are you going after? The one that has Nick or?
No one's got him.
Oh, you're up there too.
Oh, I'm up and away.
All right. So now quickness rolls,
Now quickness roll.
and you get 1, Danny.
Everybody gets to roll.
Yay.
5,
Hey, Chris. Draw James another chip
Did you get
Pretty
the black
good.
Joker?
again.
Okay.
I got a
White.
white one this time.
My highest is a 3.
A 3.
I rolled a 5 minus
Okay.
2 is 3.
So you'll get 1 card.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I just gotta wait for
These are
Chris.
quickness rolls.
Yeah.
Yep.
Once you got your -4 on it.
So -4, so I'm technically -2 on my quickness. So -2. There is 112.
Really hard to hold these two numbers.
-2, so 12. So that is
To
what?
get my ring finger
cards.
straight.
0, 5, 10.
My right hand
Ooh,
would
I
be
get
better at
3
it.
cards.
Wyatt gets 2. Pass these 2.
Wyatt gets 1.
Wyatt gets
1.
1. Pass that top one to Wyatt.
I get 2.
Carol gets 2. And Will gets 1.
All right. Did the red Joker come out? I know the black did.
I don't believe so.
Okay. Aces. No aces.
No, what's our highest card?
Kings.
I think a jack is our highest. What's your card white?
6.
And would Chris get?
Highest is
Have Jack of Clubs.
That's our highest.
All right. So he is up 56.
Yikes.
That's gonna take a little more than
These guys
just.
up to
you know you want.
24,
I'm really done with them.
36. No, you're up 60 yards.
Yep.
They're up 48. And then the one down on the ground.
Just
Only thing I can do is just leave this card and hope for the best.
Right.
So duck and roll.
No.
No, I'm gonna
No.
fly and kick another one as I'm falling.
And get on its back.
That doesn't work. Break your
It's like a
legs.
wall jump, but down.
Well, see if I miss,
Uh,
I only have
Hey,
to make a
Chris.
target number 5 nimbleness check.
This one finally latches on to Aurora's shoulders. Unless you want to try and the moose.
What does that entail?
You spend your highest action card and make an approach.
Sure.
Go big or go home. No, go big or get taken up into the sky.
Throw big or go to bed.
Maybe she wants to go to bed.
13.
13. He still got you with a raid. 25. All right.
Hold on.
Over here, Will. Are you gonna spend El Gato? I don't think I have it.
Looking to see-
Actually,
Who? What are my saints?
Okay.
Elgato and John Wayne.
I don't have Aaron.
No.
Simon.
No.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't have John Wayne here because these are my not for this character.
I need to find.
Saint Wayne.
Yes.
You know, we survived. Those who have to crawl back.
All right. So for John Wayne,
Yeah.
the white allows you to ignore
I'm
any and all
fine.
ping
For now.
modifiers for a number of rounds equal.
Sure, that'll at least kill all of them before I die.
Blue doubles your base win for a number of minutes equal
Okay.
to your fate,
He's all winged and.
and
Thanks.
legend keeps you alive.
I don't have any legend. I can't use those on other people, can I? Can't be like, dear Saint Wayne,
They need to have their own connection. to
take
something.
care of this person who just fell.
yeah, because falling damage is massive damage.
Did it matter that I lowered it? Any?
What do you mean?
His ability to get me?
Picky.
Like, it was one raise instead of two?
Yes, there's one raise.
But does that matter?
He just needs one raise to grab hold of you.
Mine will start jumping.
All right. So that was Queen of Diamonds. Jacks.
Jack of clubs.
Jack of Clubs.
Oh God, how low is the lowest one?
That one is still, she still has her feet on the ground. It has not yet launched itself into the sky.
All right, I'll shoot to that.
All right.
It's okay. If I die, I get to make a new character.
13.
13 is a hit with a raise.
Not supposed to be attached.
After the -2 for. So add or subtract 1 to your.
Roll a d20.
20 hours. 1.
I don't know my alphabet very well, though.
The 6.
Is it
So
lame if
it
I
won't
just
move
make
it out of the
another
guts.
witch?
Okay.
No.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Because I want to play this class to just make somebody different.
Answer that.
What's that? Yeah, Radiation.
16?
Nope. What's that?
16?
16. That's 2 wounds to its guts. All right. And roll a d6 for wind.
Just one?
Yep. And it does not explode.
4.
All right. That was Jack's. 10s.
10 of clubs.
10 of clubs.
All right. I know the Joker's up, but I'm going to hold it for now.
Leaving.
Yep.
All right.
Just in case I need an oh
Nice.
shit moment.
9 of diamonds.
9 of diamonds.
Keep it that way. So
What are you doing?
I'm going to attempt. I mean, there's nothing else to do but try to
you
shoot it.
will
Go.
shoot it.
I'm about to shoot.
All right. Roll them bones. See if you can get this long gun to hit.
All
To
right.
hit good.
Don't miss. There's a lot of things above you.
Nothing that's within 1 yard of this path.
Oh, is it 1 yard?
Yep.
Get over there, sneaky guy. Sure, right here. And I'm a spectacles on. Oh, I'm gonna cut it. -6.
5 is a hit.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
All right. So roll location with a -4.
You can always turn it off.
I don't want to keep the air circulating.
And
That's
a
me. You're
16,
good.
I believe, minus
Dude, I'm trying to stretch.
16 or 18. Yeah, it's a 16.
All right. That's going to hit it in the right wing.
Yay!
Roll them.
As opposed to the wrong wing.
Yes, that is correct.
Danny's funny.
3d8.
I'm tired. I worked this morning,
Guys.
and then I went to a photo shoot, and then I came here. I've been like go all day.
11, 14.
That's 2 wounds. All right. That was 9s. 8s. 7s.
Clubs.
7 of clubs.
All right. We're going to try to hook, line, and sinker this guy again. Just try to zoop my legs up and try to grab a hold of him. Hey, look. A 3 again.
6s.
Diamonds.
6 of
Clubs
diamonds.
and hearts.
Hearts goes first.
Hearts goes first. All right, gonna give him the tallywhacker. Bongo punch. 2, 6. All right.
You've already spent your 9.
Yeah. Wasn't it a 4?
There's at least one. Better than last week. That's 12. 6.
So you're hitting right now. Now you're going for raises.
17.
Is that with the -6?
Minus
2
6.
raises. So -4 and then plus or minus 2 to that d20.
I didn't think I had one on the
2.
All right. So that's going to hit one of its legs. You want to hit the right or the left leg? Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. 3d8.
And you're peppering this guy all over the place.
Oh, I know. I feel like I'm Yosemite Sam, rootin' tootin', just going like this and shit all over the place. 3d8. Come on, guys.
So I was trying to explain what we do to a friend
10
of mine at
points of
school.
damage.
10? Not for a wound.
How'd that go?
All right. Nicodemus.
Didn't quite
Great.
get it.
Okay.
Give me your
I
Chris.
see.
I was hurt, I was hurt by
Already
the
spent
open
already?
spaces,
Or
but
did you
then
already
we
give it
got
to me?
closed
I
spaces
already
by.
tossed it over
Ardo close.
because I've got
So
one
we're
more
just
6.
gonna shoot some things.
What are you
Besides
shooting and what are you using to shoot it?
Yeah.
I'm
Who
gonna
told you that?
use my atomic blast, and we're gonna hit
to the story.
the one grabbing Aurora
All right.
That's the lowest to the ground.
Tell me what you play.
With a cry for Oppenheimer, your
A
hand
friend of mine was
glows,
asking how we played.
And
and it's the right hand
Give
because
me his
that's the
card.
hand that energy leaves
Right.
from. Okay, got it. First number is 5. Both to hit and
It's a 7 and a 7.
7 and a 7 and a 1, and then. Okay, so 7's my highest, minus 2 is
Is that
5.
a 9 or is that a 6? I can't tell what the dot is.
No, that's a 9, so.
7.
7.
all
7.
right. So roll location,
Oh, that's a d20?
D20?
Yeah.
D20. Make sure you spin the strain.
Yeah.
I think that's only one strain.
Yeah, it is. Nuke is
Atomic
5.
Blast is one of the best game save spells.
1 with
1.
the minus 2
All right. On the D20,
on the
you
d20.
don't have to.
Oh, then 3.
So that's going to be the left leg. Go
It's
ahead and
gonna
roll your
matter, I don't
1d10 damage.
1d10?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, Chris, roll your d6.
Oh.
It does not explode.
1 minus 2.
All right. Roll a d6.
Would have
for
also
win.
D6 for win. 2 minus 2.
No, you don't minus for damage.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, the 2.
If you were rolling a strength portion, you would take the penalty, but.
Okay.
All right. That was what? 7s or
6s.
So it's
6s?
And Chris has got his other 6.
6 of clubs.
Now this one is. Wow.
That was him, right? Not you. Oh, that was you,
don't
Chris?
want that.
That was Chris.
See, that was all strategy. Now the DM is infected.
Oh.
That's the way we roll.
I've infected it.
No.
Oh,
He's
I
infected
infected
you.
your whole area
Oh.
over there. It crossed the plane.
Start throwing dice at him.
The Game Master screen is like the mental barrier.
Things can go through it.
Bad luck is vertical transmission.
Yeah, it did. It bounced back on me. Nothing horrid. It's just, highest I got was a 9.
Is that what the
So,
minus
and that's not with the penalty. So
Like
it's a
hookworms.
3.
That's going to be a miss.
Yeah.
On the plus side, these guys only got one action.
All right. So we got
Go straight up.
I have a 2.
Any 5s?
Danny's got a 4
I've
spades.
got a 4 spade.
4 of spades.
I am
First, a
stunned,
bigger
so
check.
can I do anything?
Yep,
do a bigger
make a
check.
bigger check.
If you break 3, of your stun.
86. Okay.
So your target, you don't have any wounds, correct?
She has 1 wound,
I have
so it's
one
5.
wound.
Your target number is 5.
And you have a minus.
If you get 10, you get to take an action as well.
What does a red chip do for me?
Let you roll and add to it.
Add to
So-
your highest.
Roll again?
No, you roll one more die and add it to your highest.
Okay.
So you have a 4
I mean, you
currently.
can pick up one of the dice you already rolled. Not,
Okay.
does not have to be a new die.
So
Hey, Chris.
Grab one.
Chip.
So 9.
-2.
No.
No.
Not on stun checks.
That's a 9.
You can even stop drawing chips.
No, I like Chris drawing chips for me.
I don't like Chris drawing chips.
I don't either, sir. For the record.
So you are unstunned, but you lose your action.
Okay. Well, maybe now I have a chance to do stuff.
All right.
4 red ones.
That was 5s.
I don't
That was
like
4 spades.
Any
I have
other
a
fours?
2.
Charles has the only face-up card left.
All right.
Unless the
Not
sleep
your fault,
card wants to
Chris.
go.
No, I'm going to go last.
Deuces.
I'm thinking.
I'm going to attack the guy that has a hold of me.
All right. You have a -2 because it's got a hold of it.
So I have 5d8. Ooh. -2. 7.
7 is going to be a miss
8.
because it's your sword.
My sword.
That is a hit. Roll location, subtract 2. That's it.
Subtract 2.
Yes.
Over 15.
15 is right in its guts. Go ahead and roll that damage.
I think you can't bust on damage.
You can on the strength portion.
No, it's the 3d8.
Oh, yeah.
19.
And roll 2d6 for wound.
Add them together.
Yep.
6.
That one is looking pretty battered. All right, Nick, you still have a sleeve card. You gonna lose it or?
I'm going to use it, and a 3 versus its fighting to try to grab the hold of it again.
It manages to keep you from grabbing hold of it.
All right.
Okay, quickness rolls.
Will, do me a favor and cut this so I don't give myself the Black Joker again.
And highest is a 10 minus 2 is 8.
So that is 0, 5.
2 cards.
0, 5.
All right.
3 cards. How many cards do you need,
No.
Chris?
And
You rolled a
quickness
3?
roll.
I don't know how
The
many
highest
cards that
was a
translates
6.
to.
0,
The
5,
next
10.
2 dice are 1s.
What was
Wait, the
that?
what?
Highest was a 6, next 2 dice were 1s.
So you busted.
I have a
Oh,
minus.
good.
So
You
you don't get.
effectively have 1
I have
free
a
round.
minus on this.
Nice.
Whatever
You
your
have your
penalty.
-4.
Okay, which is technically a minus 2. So 5. I got
That's 2.
2 cards.
just a 5. Will give me.
Yeah.
Yep,
It's
0,
0, then
5.
5.
Wyatt's got 2 cards.
Yep.
Cheryl's got 2 cards. Will's got 1 card. All right.
Hey, there it is.
What, does it have a stamp on it?
No.
It was Will's fault. Here you go, Chris. Draw another card for him.
I have never seen the Black Joker come out.
Oh my god.
Every round?
I can't. I pull out 3 whites.
It's because Nick shook it again. Will had all the whites right there for you.
I know. And I appreciate
Are there many
that.
whites in there?
Yeah, there's a bunch. I had it taken up so they were all on top.
Yeah, no, all
Yeah,
the
they're
red and
learned.
blues are now like out, and that it's now just all whites in there.
But still, we're
But
gonna
they're
get
all
the
over
reds.
there.
We're gonna get boned.
Aces.
What's our
Spades.
highest?
Ace of spades.
That.
Spades.
Well, I guess I might as well get ready to start shuffling
Might
again.
as well. You want me to
All
shuffle,
right.
Nick?
Yeah, I'll deal still
That's fine.
because I've been the dealer tonight.
I can also deal just starting where you started. But
That's also true.
Go big or go home, Chris.
Nice, decent. At least 1.
There was an ace in there.
Nice. 1 8. Oh. The others are all 8s and 10s and 11s. And somewhere around there. That's 12 and it's minus 6. So 6. Let's go, guys. 13.
That's good enough for 1 raise. So roll location -4 plus or minus 1.
And oh, I rolled the wrong one. That was a damn D12. 5.
5. Right in its guts. Roll that damage.
3d8. These guys, come on. What's alive in there? These dice have been sucking nuts. And they continue. 7, 11, 12, 13 points of damage.
13. That's enough for a wound. Roll 1d6.
5.
All right. You're at least knocking its wind down.
Slowly but surely.
All right. That was aces. Any other aces? Kings. Queens. Jacks.
Jack of
Diamonds.
clubs.
Jack of diamonds goes first.
I'm gonna smack the one I smacked last time without him blast.
Comic book.
The Tonic blast, yeah.
Let it have it.
Table. That was an 8, but 2 11s, so 9.
That is a successful cast and a hit,
Cool.
but not a raise. Roll location.
27.
So right in its guts. 1d10 damage. 3. It's not enough for a wound. Roll wind. 1d6. Not exploding.
6.
6. Does not
More.
explode.
Okay, so 6.
And it drops to the ground, letting her go. Winded.
Give her the status.
It is.
Here you go, Cheryl. I got you a present.
Thank you.
240.
Forgot that you.
All right. Who'll be next?
Jack of clubs. Let's try to play it again, Sam.
Up to 60 yards.
Well, you never guess what I rolled again.
A 3.
A 3. Because I cannot ace on this d6 for the life of me.
You want some new D6?
All right, so that was Jack's. The 10s. Any 10s?
You know what? I'll use my Pippy
Nice.
boys this time, Cheryl.
Use your pippy.
8s.
Oh, sorry, 10.
Okay, 10s.
Yep, well, I'm going to try. Or Danny has 10 of spades.
I have a 10 of spades, yes.
All right.
I am up in the air.
You are indeed up in the air. Let me get to your level. 48 yards up.
Well, as much as me getting a Black Joker this time, maybe I'll get one when I fall to my death.
Just in one final fight move.
Can I try and get out my knife while I'm being held in the
Yep.
air?
You want to quick draw it, or are you going to spend the action?
I'll try to quick draw it. Is it
All right.
just 1d6 then?
Minus
Minus
4
my
and your
4.
other penalty.
Yeah, because you don't have quick draw. So 1d6 minus 4.
I don't think I do that,
No.
so I guess I'm spending
She
my
didn't
action.
bust.
Takes you in action.
All right,
I
now,
did not bust. No, I rolled a 5.
Yeah, now
so.
10 of clubs. No, give it to Cheryl.
Give it to Cheryl?
Yep,
Okay,
she's-
she's
we got to
shuffling.
shuffle. All right,
10 of clubs.
let's try to grab him again.
What the God?
Oh, look.
I've never seen that.
It's basically...
That's sweet as hell.
My friend
I
Alicia
think I
got
might
it
have
for
him
me.
this
She said
time.
because friends never let friends roll cubes.
19.
19 against its 9. You got 2 raises, so
Basically,
you got a hold of that
D12.
sucker.
It just
All
has
right, I just got my legs
2
wrapped
sets
around
of
it like,
sixes.
gotcha, bitch. Now you can't at least drop me to my death.
Well,
You can. I make
all
fun.
right. That was 10s, the 9s,
This one right here.
8s.
We're looking at 4s, 3s, 2s.
Chris,
what do
again,
you have?
it is
6.
All right, 6s.
Oh dear. 1
Nope.
6.
Yeah, Cheryl.
Oh, Cheryl. Thank you. All right, guys, let's look alive over here. I guess I'll have to use you. Alive.
Fill that in at the end.
Oh, that one's cocked. I'd love to take that 12, but it is.
We'll roll it again.
This is my only hope. Obi-Wan. And I don't want a 1.
You need at least an 11 on the die. Did you bust?
No, I mean, that was my only
It's a
1.
one.
If I said Obi-Wan, you're my only hope, and then not a 1.
One.
All right.
I start calling it OB12.
That was 6s to 5s. 4s.
4 will.
Time out.
4 apart. First is dead. One I just
He's
shot last
winded.
round.
Yes.
He's winded.
It is winded. It's down on the ground.
Okay. What about number 3?
Number 3 is going to be at a -4 for
How high up?
it's 48 yards.
Okay.
So no, it's going to be more than that. It's going to be -6.
What? Five.
That is a hit. Roll location.
20.
The head.
Right in its noggin. 2 bonus dice.
Nice shot.
That's on the weapon.
Which bird is this?
Number
It's the
3.
one holding Poppy.
That's a 6. There it is. The damage or no?
Yes.
Yes.
$22.
That's
And
3
3d6
to-
wind.
that's
These
3
you
to
do
the dome.
not reroll, but you do add them together.
8.
All right. You did a significant wound to its head.
I should
That was 5s.
That was
That
4.
was 4s.
4s.
3.
3s.
Clubs. I'm gonna try to hit the guy that's almost directly above me, but not quite.
Number 3.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, at least this won't be a TPK.
Nope.
Right.
I would say 3 of us are still on the ground.
So 2 of you and a stranger.
Yeah, but
He's helping.
He did hop in to help.
6.
6 is going to be a
it's probably because we were helping ourselves.
-4 because you're shooting at it below.
Templar using a
6.
bow though?
Right in its guts. Roll 1d damage.
Find my D10. 4.
All right. 1d6 wind.
2.
All right. Any deuces?
Yeah, I mean,
All right. Let's get back down to you.
how high up are these guys?
The closest would be the one holding Poppy, and it's 48 yards out. Range increment on your sword is 5. It would be 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 45, 40, 45. So -16 on
I'm not going to try to do that. I am, however, going to try and taunt them to come and get me. So is that overall?
that. Would be
I'm not very good at it, but
Better impaling
I would
yourself.
say that would be a persuasion.
it's.
Yeah,
I have the same in it.
because you're trying to persuade it to come down to you.
I got a 2.
All right. That does not seem to have any effect. Okay. Quickness rolls.
I just need 1 card.
Do I start with you, Nick?
Yep.
Okay, this was a 6 before I. This one was a 6 before I hit.
Yep.
I have 2 6s. I roll both of those
Yep.
again.
Yep.
-6 or
I got a 3 and a 2.
So you have
I think you
9 minus your 4,
how
so
many
you have 5.
wounds do you have?
5.
No wound.
Oh,
So I
why
have
do you have a
Four
minus?
for
Sorry.
Oh,
Wound.
agoraphobia.
1 wound.
2
So
more
you-
because you're weak in the knees.
you
so
have-
total of -6.
Total -6.
So you have 1 for wound,
Did you
minus 2 to all
get a
rolls, so
0?
it's 3.
I rolled 10.
So you rolled, what was
Oh, you rolled a 10?
9?
Nine.
So you get 1
So
card.
you get
Yeah,
to
you
draw.
Oh, I get 1 card?
Cool.
Yeah.
You always get
Oh,
1
that's
card
right.
unless you bust.
I bust. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Just 1.
Oh dear.
What is
Does it have a stamp on it?
Okay.
No.
Black Joker.
Again! Again!
You go, Chris. Good thing he's throwing all these chips back at the end of the session.
Yeah, good thing. Otherwise, we'd be dead 10 times over.
So I don't get to roll do shit.
Nope.
do I?
no.
Can I just
Except
see
for
just how
help
high
the,
your
help
pile
the
has
boss.
gotten?
Does that go to you?
Yeah, I'll take him again.
Let's see. There's
Okay, I
3,
shuffled
4,
one
5,
too many
6,
times.
Alright, I probably should have bought more arrows.
9,
She's up pretty
10.
quick.
I have 10 chips. I started with 3.
Fuck a duck.
I have one.
I think
I
we
started with 2.
I'm gonna blame it on you.
I have to.
I
should
spent
get
all
chips
mine.
every time that you say something.
Oh,
Something.
there's
No, just say something.
Every
We get
time you
chips
talk,
every time you say something.
No.
I kind of like that rule.
All right. Aces.
clubs.
Ace of clubs.
Leave it for now.
Okay. Kings.
No.
Queens.
So we have a
No,
jack.
I'm on 4.
Oh, okay. Jacks.
Spades.
Jack of spades. Going after the same one?
Yep. On the same stuff.
You need to get like some aces in here.
Fourth one. And that's an 8.
All right, so that'll be a hit location.
Location 20. Same spot because that was a 10 again. So 10
Guts.
10 total. Yeah. Or 10 minus the
Minus
4.
2. Minus 4.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and then
guts.
1d10 you said?
Yep.
Okay. 2.
All right, and 1d6 for win.
5.
Chipping away at it. You are indeed chipping away.
I have
at
a
its
question.
win. Yeah.
Like, as these guys get winded and wounded, doesn't their strength start to?
Not until they're actually wounded.
What about their wounds though? Like,
Their wounds apply penalties to their hits.
so I'm just curious, like playing wise,
Yeah.
If
Abominations don't get the same effects that characters do.
but for their strength to lift them
Right.
up, if they get below a certain number, do they start to go down?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I was curious about.
All right.
So it's probably better we're
That
not
was,
killing them. But
What was that? Jacks?
Yeah.
or
Which
hurting
card was
them.
that?
That was Jack.
That was
That was
Jack.
Jack's.
Okay. Tens. 10 of spades. 10 of hearts. 10 of diamonds.
No.
What's our next highest?
10 of clubs.
I have a 5.
I have 6.
4. So 6 is okay.
60 yards. 72 yards.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna die.
Bye bye.
Well, there is a way you can reduce your damage, but we'll discuss that if you fall or they fall with you. All right. 9s. 8s. I heard 7s.
6.
6.
6s. Copy.
Mm,
PPI?
UPPY.
You.
I like
I have my
zombie
knife now.
You have a knife.
Can I try and stab it?
Indeed, you can.
That's fighting, and I have 1d6 in that. So this is probably not going to go well.
-2 because it's got a hold of your shoulders.
And then minus your wound penalty, minus your other 2, so you got a 0.
Yeah.
All right. That's going to be a miss. Any other 6s?
Why should
5s?
I have a 5 of hearts.
Good place.
5 of hearts.
It just
You have
happens for
5 of
like one
spades?
day and then 5
I have 5 of
days.
clubs.
Okay. 5 of hearts.
No, I have spades. I'm sorry.
Oh, is it spades? Okay, 5 of spades.
I cannot tell the difference between
You
spades
got-
and clubs.
You got one next to you that's dying, or is
Basically
one
like a shovel.
and the rest of them are really high. Not quite a football field yet, but it looks like Rick's getting close to that.
I'm going to. I don't even know what to do. Like,
You can always finish off the one that's wounded.
I'm gonna try and persuade him again to come down
Alright.
and get me. I busted.
Okay, that was 5.
No.
7 hearts.
Now it's
I have
puppies.
5 of hearts. I probably don't have the components on hand to do that.
What's that?
Sleep. Any kind of powder. And sleep from a child's eye, you know, eye boogers.
Yep. You don't have that on you.
Alright. I got nothing.
John.
You're trying to stab it again?
Yep. I don't
Alright.
think it's gonna work unless I get like real lucky.
Might.
Better be lucky than good. Bust.
Your knife slips out of your hand and falls to the ground below.
Okay.
And misses Wyatt or hits him.
Smack him straight in the eye.
Smacks him right in the chest.
Ooh, and that's got some terminal velocity behind it too.
My bad.
Knives
Watch out
from
below!
heaven. Alright, so we're going to give it a strength of this.
I think I can heal myself.
13, 14, 15 to the guts.
So
That's-
divide that by 6. That's your size. So that's 2.
2 wound.
You going to take it?
I'll take it. I'm not really in any danger
9 win.
yet.
It is going to be a -2 on the top of all your other minuses.
My bad.
Thanks. Really, really helping out here.
At least it wasn't a bomb.
She makes
You're
about
right.
points.
Go.
Man, it's a good thing I took that bomb off of you.
No,
Well,
that was
I
6
make-
or 4. She
I
makes
make-
her
No,
own
she makes
bombs.
her
Oh.
magical one. Alright. And a vigor check. This has no penalty.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
you
fine
need a
because I have
7.
3d12 in it. That's a 5, that's a 5, and that's an 8.
Alright, you are not stunned. Okay, 4s.
Diamonds.
4 diamonds.
Spades.
4 spades goes first.
What's number 1 doing?
It is trying to crawl away slowly.
Is there any way I can get rid of its?
Get rid of its wind. It's already in the negative.
I know.
I mean, it's
She wants to heal it up so it can take off with her so she can fight the other ones.
oh.
And then you're stranded in the air.
I didn't know if
That would
Elgato.
be a first aid check using medicine general.
God.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
You do get to add your lay on hands level. Oh, that is
It's gonna be so exciting when all 3 of
7.
them die, and I'm just getting
7?
to nuke the birds.
all right. Roll a d6 and see how much wind it gets back.
2.
It still seems to be winded, but it looks a little better.
Does it seem like it's
And
like
you
not crawling away from me so fast?
not as actually a little faster.
It's crawling away faster.
Yes.
You trying to bring it back to life.
You wrecked
One can only imagine
Um,
what horrible things you're about to
While
do.
I'm
with.
doing this, I just want to be like, nice baddie bat.
Oh, batty bat.
That.
All right.
4 diamonds.
4 diamonds.
I don't know what else to do, so
What's my penalty for shooting
might
at
as well
that
go
one by
out.
Poppy again? Is it still-
Minus.
I'm glad you knew what I was thinking, Nick.
Oh, that's not
As soon
gonna
as,
work.
as soon as the three of them hit the ground and start them.
I realize that a nuke will hurt you too.
I'll be fine.
Chipping
He's
it.
got artillery. He can make it explode when he wants to.
I have 4 artillery.
That's a 4.
Just a bit outside.
That's your 4.
Okay.
That was a red chip you spent.
Yeah. Come on, Chris.
You should have just
pull that
handed the
out
red
for
chip
you.
over to
You can
him.
only
Yeah.
get so many more
Toss
reds.
it back. I've got 10 chips.
You can't go up
I
10
can't go
during
up.
combat.
Can I take it?
We can though, right?
During gameplay. All right.
Not that we get any chips ever because you're like,
The 2 of hearts.
Any threes?
I don't
No.
think so.
Any other cards besides my sleep card? Is more
Two
the
hearts.
question.
2 hearts. Can I rush into combat? Go and shoot my bow and arrow now.
There's nothing on the ground to fight except for the one-winded one.
That's fine. I'm gonna go murder the shit
What's
out
your
of it.
pace?
It's good.
You're making sure I'll
It's real.
tell.
It's 10.
10. All right. So you run up.
Yeah.
You're gonna try and quick draw your melee weapon.
Sure. Why not?
All right. Make a quick draw check.
Can
What
I
are you
do?
drawing out?
My big club.
Target number is 7.
His shillelagh.
Oh, I didn't get it.
So it takes the action to do it.
Right.
All right. And the sleeve card.
All right. I'm going to try to wrench my shoulders out of its grip, but still hold on around its neck with my
Is
legs.
an opposed strength check.
Oh, opposed strength check? Oh,
I might
boy.
be able to do that one. He only rolled once.
I don't think he's happy about it.
9.
You got it.
Yes.
You slip yourself out.
So now he's front heavy.
He is indeed front heavy.
Arrow through his left.
And quickness checks.
All right. Let's hopefully I can get the quickness on this.
Yeah, same.
That's,
Oh, this.
what wind am I at now? Or what?
So you're
Penalty.
-2 for your
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
And then -2 more for your wound. You're minus.
4. Cool. So
You get
I get 1 card.
Ah, yes.
Did you bust Chris?
I got a 3 and a 1.
You get 1 card.
You get 1 because you didn't bust. Even though you have your penalties.
I think I got.
Yeah.
Black Joker?
Nope.
No.
Yay!
Finally.
First round without the blackjack. All right. Any aces out there?
Clubs.
Ace of clubs.
So now
You
that
gonna
I'm
start steering
free,
him?
now that I'm free, and I got my legs wrapped around him, I'm gonna kind of like not necessarily kip up, but kind of flip back around so I'm on his back, so he can't grab me again.
Okay.
Sounds very
So
Algonquin.
the way that I'm picturing it right now, you have your legs wrapped around its waist.
Doing some Brazilian
So you would actually
jiu-jitsu.
go under and between its legs and back up.
Yep, that'll work.
So that'll be, we'll call that a martial art.
Where's that red? We need that red one in here because that's the one that was rolling good.
It is definitely trying to pose that.
Oh, why?
What'd you get?
3.
It managed to keep you in the same spot. That dice hates you. Those dice.
I keep hitting a 5. Like I can't ace on any of these.
Do you have wounds?
All right.
No,
Why do you have a -2?
because of the
His fear.
Oh,
Okay.
weak in the knees.
heebie-jeebies.
Those
What
aces,
it is.
kings,
I have 3s.
I have king clubs.
king of clubs.
Oh, it can go right in the center because
We can actually discard things right now.
All right, cool. Now can I beat it with a club?
Indeed, you can. Make a fighting club.
Like, ooh, cool. 8.
That is a hit.
Cool.
Roll location, add 4 because you have the high ground.
The 15 plus 4, so 19.
Right in its guts.
Does she get +2 for fighting automatically?
That's already added in.
Okay. Oh, that's right. That's martial arts thing. Gives the extra bonus for that.
Oh god. 10 damage.
And that one dies.
Yeah.
Yay.
I let out a big, loud, like war cry as I just bash its little bat brain in.
You crushed its chest.
Sure, whatever. That's fine. In the guts.
All right, that was kings, queens,
Plans. Diamonds.
queen of diamonds.
I have a point in that.
I'm just gonna spend this round and heal myself.
No,
No,
look at the cast time of your spell.
not
Minimum,
listed. Therefore, I can do
no,
It's minutes.
minimum is 1 minute.
it. Okay. I'm gonna try to shoot it again,
All
despite
right.
the fact I'm very much winded. Okay. 1, 2,
What are you making?
3.
I'm just nosy.
4.
No, I'm just nosy.
It's
10.
cream cheese.
10 is a hit with a raise.
Sure.
Roll
Yeah.
d20, add or subtract 1.
Okay. We'll add 1 to 12. That's 13.
So that is in its left wing. Roll 2d10 damage.
Yay! 10 and 10. I can hold these. That's 14.
2 wounds to its left wing and roll 2d6 wind.
6.
Poppy,
You're falling.
Okay.
you and this bat are falling. You are going to get 1 shot.
One shot, 2.
Nimbleness check
Oh, I'm not
with your
good at
penalties. As you're
that.
falling, you're trying
Can
to
we get the
twist
8
it so
Mile
it
song to
lands
play?
first, giving you something relatively soft to
Mine's
land
too.
on.
You know,
This is going to be an important roll. Did you bust?
No, she didn't bust.
I rolled a 5. I have 1d6. With my penalties, that makes it a 2 minus 3.
All right.
Yeah.
They have to pay the pot.
Does that mean that you get 1?
No.
No.
Okay.
If you have 2 chips of the same color, you sacrifice 1 to the pot.
Okay.
Give 1 to her.
Okay.
You gonna do it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I kind of was the one who caused this, so I might as well.
In the box. Yeah, that wasn't better.
It was worth a shot.
I'm dead.
Not necessarily.
can I give her?
Got 2, well, a healer and a.
Can I give her 1?
Yeah.
1 the pot, 1 to you.
Well, we're
Ditto.
just gonna both. No, also not better,
But not a bust. So.
but not a bust. I just have too much negatives. I didn't roll any aces.
Which one's the one that's falling? 3 or 5? 3.
3.
Soon to be 5.
Cool.
All right. Even or odd, Dan? In your favor.
Even.
Wyatt, roll a die. Tell me what you got on it.
Don't fuck me.
Any die?
Any die.
That's my job.
It hit
It's got to be on the table.
I'll be on the table.
1.
Nice knowing
The,
you guys.
the annoying thing is that it rolled a 2 and then hit the floor and rolled a 6.
She hits first. The good news is you were only 60 yards up.
Only 60
Only.
yards.
Yeah, only 6
Only.
inches. It might be a recoverable.
30.
Yeah,
Because this is massive damage.
Yeah, and I don't have any chips to soak any wounds. Nice knowing y'all.
He could just roll really terrible.
He could.
doubt
I
that's
don't
gonna-
think he will, but he could.
It's fine. She has death.
that one you're in.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Which is why I tend to play Fuck It YOLO with my chips.
I put bloodthirsty as well. That's why I had to run up. Yeah.
I have Grim Servant, which means that I had to kill it.
Yep.
It also just led to somebody else's death, so. Well, possible death.
We'll bathe in the blood of our friends. I mean, awfully fancy tip there.
It's a pawn.
Is it from
5 pawns,
Five
yeah.
Pawns? Never noticed.
Did you only hit one location? Well, hopefully it's not the head or the guts.
Yeah.
The left leg.
Your right arm
It's
I'm
gone.
not dead.
Right on.
takes 103 points of damage.
Just my right arm.
Your right
So
arm.
my right arm is obliterated, but I'm not dead.
You have the one arm bandit hands.
Can I heal that?
It's literally like
Uh,
she put her one arm
really
out
hits
to
it
stop
within
the
the-
fall,
within
and
the-
it just completely shattered it up to the shoulder. Just gone. Just all bones gone.
All right.
Well, now you have
Let's see how
dust
many
at least.
locations It takes 2 locations.
My own bone dust.
Stiff
You know
arms
what?
to the ground.
Fuck it. I'm
Broke
gonna
your fall.
collect my own bones and grind them up to use for sleep.
I can
Ugh.
heal.
Can you regrow a limb?
If she gets it within the first hour, yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, the good thing is we're going to be fighting for another hour.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're gonna drop you
Ah.
eventually.
Would I be
Well, now
screaming or
you're
would I be
fighting
like
now.
pass out from the pain?
Now is the time for that. Or wait, hold on.
Let's see exactly how much wind you took.
Let's see the wind.
Yeah, because you might guts into it.
Okay.
Wind doesn't kill you though, right?
It does.
Yeah.
It can.
Oh shit.
You might be dead yet.
You got like 50 of them.
25, 34 wind.
Okay,
It's not going to be enough to kill you.
so you will go. You're at 12, so that puts you down at 0. You got 22 more to go, so you'll take 1 to your guts.
Oh, the water.
Oh.
The wet. Never mind, it's not wet anymore. I take how much to my guts?
You'll take a total of 1 to your guts, because that'll be 28 of it. And you said it was what, 32?
Mhm.
So you are at 4 going back down, so you're at 12 on your second category.
Okay.
All right. So, vigor check. Target number 13.
That's not gonna happen.
You never know. You can always ace.
Well, because you don't have any penalties to it.
I
Yeah.
don't. Oh,
You don't have the penalties on this.
yeah, I got a 4.
So you are stunned. That's
No shit. I'm unconscious.
you are.
You're lucky you're not dead.
Yeah.
All right.
Teeth to the ground.
It's raining heroes and bats.
Oh dear.
Okay. What card was that?
I don't know.
Well, he had Queen of Diamonds, which last played over.
Yep.
This.
Yeah, so
So it's Queen of Diamonds.
So whatever you
Queen of
play.
clubs. Jacks. Tens.
I have a 6.
Nines.
I don't have any cards.
okay.
Yeah, she's got 3.
Eights. Sevens.
Oh, I got 9.
Oh, 9?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that.
That's right.
All right, Chris.
Oh,
Alright.
number 3 died. Cool.
Yeah. Hit the ground just as hard and apparently wasn't so lucky. Or, yeah, because I winded that one off, I think.
Well, I have 2 11s. 6. Minus 6, that gives me 5.
Which is enough to hit. Roll location.
Okay. I got a 7. Whatever penalty.
-4, so you're hitting it in the left leg.
Left leg. Okay. 3 8.
Did you expect this combat to take the entire night?
I did not.
Well, we also didn't start till like almost 9:30.
Yeah.
So.
And this would be a totally different story if I wasn't surprised. On the
Well,
first round.
honestly, actually, like with the crash of everything, we didn't really start until 10. So.
Yeah. I
12
am
points of damage.
tired.
12 points of damage.
I also worked
That is
this
good enough
morning.
for another wound. Roll a d6.
4 win.
4 win. Hey, Chris.
Okay.
Make a nimbleness check.
Your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna. Let's see. Nimbleness was. I even looked where it was.
It's right in the middle of the sheet.
Chris is number 5.
6.
That's a minute to it.
No, it's the bourbon coffee.
Any aces?
No.
No? All right.
All right. Well, you're both.
Even or out in your favor.
I'm an oddball.
Danny, roll a die.
Don't kill Chris.
That's alright.
Hey.
What are you doing?
Resting.
A 3.
It's odd.
All right. So the total damage is 12d6 plus 60 divided by 2.
That's all. Got the.
All right.
And
Well, they didn't all come up once, apparently.
and to one location.
3,000 damage.
You have 9,700.
Divided by 2.
That's survivable.
Can I grow a head back?
No,
Can't even come back harrowed, can you, from a head
no.
crush?
The head is the one thing you want to protect the most.
Well.
You know what? I just thought of
What?
Chicken butt.
this thing I could have been doing for a long time now.
Chris,
Was punching that thing in the head.
roll a d6. Let's see how many locations it.
Why didn't
Chris,
you
This
just
is
roll
the
it?
one time
You
I
need to
want
roll a 1.
roll low, and I know you're gonna roll a 6.
It's gonna be 6 locations, and it's gonna be the same arm 6 times.
A 1.
A 1. 1 location.
The one time.
Hey, Chris, roll a d20.
Do you want me to roll a d20 or do you want to roll it?
Roll it.
Ooh, here comes that crit.
Is a critter a good thing or a bad thing,
We don't want his head. So we don't want a 20. Don't really want guts either.
Oh man.
We can get you a limb
1
back.
through
Just-
4 or 11 through 15?
A 3.
A 3. So your left leg.
Shattered.
Danny's
It's
right arm, the left
obliterated.
leg.
Oof.
Nick, see how easy it is to fall from these heights?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. You know, I completely forgot that I had powers for some reason tonight.
I was wondering.
though? Oh, kill me.
like powers
Yeah.
that would actually help.
Yes.
56 is
Roll the marker. Okay.
9 wounds.
I just want to record properly my death.
For some
Let's
reason, I thought I was
At
playing
least
Fist
do
of the
one
Night.
pour when you really needed it.
34 win.
That's fair.
Okay. How do I calculate this? I had 8 out of 16.
All right, so it's going to go.
42. 44.
44. You have
34.
8 minus 26. About 16. All right, so
He had
you
8
will
wounds.
have
Oh, yeah.
1 additional wound to the guts.
Not he had 8.
Okay.
I
One
believe
wound to
that's
the
good.
gut.
And your 10 win towards the next.
So you're at. So what you got 16 there, Chris?
I had 16. Well,
So
I had
you're gonna
8 out
be-
of 16.
So you're gonna be at 6 in the red now.
6 in the red.
Because I don't have a yellow
All
marker.
right.
Okay, I got you.
Oh no, red's next anyways.
Devil Bat for 5 did not survive his.
All right.
Doesn't
man.
Chris need to make a vigor check?
Yes, he does.
He stops saying.
And he's already winded.
Oh, does it not
Are
matter
Are
then?
you
Stun
stunned?
check. Target number 13.
20.
You don't happen to have Monkey Goes to the Mountain, do you?
No, but
That would be a really useful power for right this moment.
yeah, it would. You know, it'd also be a very useful power.
What's that?
Paralyzer.
So I'm rolling a d20. Is that right? Or-
No,
No,
I roll
bigger check.
a vigor
that I completely
check.
forgot I had for some reason.
So
That would've been
1
good earlier.
Yeah.
Before you got certified.
Yeah.
Well, maybe stun him with his wings spread.
Stun.
I rolled a 1.
So you can
Yeah.
So he
You're
kind
definitely
of
stunned.
like, yeah.
Don't worry, it doesn't matter. You're unconscious as well.
Yep. All right, so this one.
It's alright. My bat's dead. But he
Rode him to the ground.
fucker into the sunset.
Did it
All right.
matter that he didn't fall first?
No. Yeah, it cut his
Yeah.
damage in half.
Which, you know, obliterating one limb.
It's well, I mean, there's little chips of bone. It's not all dust.
Okay. What card was that? I lost track.
6 of hearts.
6 of hearts.
I have a 7 of hearts, but
Yeah, you're
can I
unconscious.
just leave it?
Yeah, you can sleep it.
Um,
In case somebody does first aid and wakes you up.
how far away is the bat that's carrying?
72 yards straight up.
Which,
What's my shot penalty on that?
You can't.
Can't.
It's past 50 yards.
Okay.
is there anything around to make like a cushion to fall into?
A bunch of dead bats.
Pile of dead bats
There's some unconscious bodies.
I mean,
instead of dead boards.
Cheryl's thinking hard.
Can I
You
do
could
first?
always sleeve your card, Cheryl, and try and catch him.
yeah, you guys could do that.
That
Yeah.
sounds like it would hurt me.
How many
Well,
cards? How many cards can I sleeve?
One.
One card.
One.
Okay.
But it'll hurt
I'll see
everybody
that.
involved just a little less.
And then I have a 5 of hearts.
Okay.
Can I do first aid?
Do you have medicine general
No, probably not.
or medicine tribal?
No.
How is that
Okay.
coffee?
Just like cinnamon.
Can I move to under him?
Yeah.
And I'll have my other sleeve card prepared to like karate kick him out of the sky.
Aren't you
There's gonna
a
be like
Native American
Yeah, don't worry about it. They know
All right.
All I gotta do is
There's
just
five.
ninja also?
4s.
all I have to do is
Don't
jump
worry.
off the bat
Threes.
and do a flying
I
kick
have-
towards Will.
The high and the low 3.
And then
What
I'll
you gonna do?
jump and do a jump kick, and our toes will touch, and it'll be magical.
I'm gonna move over like 1 step forward. Is that where Poppy is?
Yep.
And can I try to general medicine her?
Yep. Because he is bleeding at the moment.
And I get to add my lay on hands, right?
Yes. You need to stop the bleed.
I rolled 2 ones.
Oof, that's not good.
So I got a 6. No, doesn't. No, that only works on.
We're about to do some crazy shit here.
All right.
Thank you.
So that was your
Yeah.
first 3.
Can I try it again?
Yep.
4, 8, 9, 14.
All right. And you beat the target number 3 to stop or start at 5. So she will gain 9 wind back. And she is no longer bleeding.
Woo. Okay, so
That will take
Coming
you
3.
no 4 off that, so 5. You'll be 5 in the regular wind.
All right.
So you're conscious and in agony.
Yeah.
Screaming pain.
As soon as you patch her up, she comes awake and she starts screaming in pain.
I don't want to do it because there's a baby.
Right? Okay.
All right, I think that's
Two deuces.
all the cards currently.
Tell me my arm's okay, Doc. Can't feel it. It's
Weakness rolls.
All right, I need a total of 3 actions. Let's go. Let's do this.
I don't know what my negatives are right now.
I get 1 card.
I think I only get 1 card.
I get 1 card.
He
We
still
need-
rolls,
Just
right?
do roll.
Yeah. The only time you don't.
Because on each of your
We didn't have
actions,
to
And then White Joker.
you're going
Oh,
to
so you didn't have to reshuffle?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, I gotta do Chris first. We gotta go in order.
I already gave you 1 card.
No, I was.
Pointing the will, but
Oh.
Chris is gotta get a card first.
I just get 1 card. I have 3.
What? I got your 3 actions.
Thank you.
Okay.
Not a blackjack.
Anyone get the red joker?
No, I got a Queen of Spades. Anybody got that beat?
King of Hearts.
King of Hearts.
I'm gonna leave it.
Any other kings? Then queens.
All right. So I'm gonna try to flip back on top of it again. So you said that was strength.
Yep. Opposed strength.
Shake.
Do I have any?
Sorry.
I keep playing footsie in that room. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Spread it out.
8.
Stop man spreading, man.
You were able to flip around onto its back.
Yes. All right. Now I just need 2 more total actions to do what I want.
James,
Yes.
where on this sheet is my bounty?
I'll have to have him at it.
Okay. I just.
Because he's got to correct the armor section.
I would put it like on the little tail section next to the chips.
Yeah, I was looking, I'm like, I don't see my bounty.
We're about to do some El Gato shit, boys and girls.
So,
Or, you know where else it could go?
Up your butt.
Under your name, where
Yeah.
there's grit, size, pace, strain.
Because you
I know it doesn't
never
really go
do
with
that.
those, but
epic.
it would fit easily there. Because you don't need a whole lot of space.
Or you can just make the occupation a little bit shorter.
That would work as
I'm
well.
glad
Yeah.
that you laugh every time I do it. Because you'd think it
All
would
right,
get
so
old,
I'm on
but-
top of this thing's back, and you guys get to do all your things.
Jacks. Tens.
Will has a 10.
check gloves.
Waiting to catch him still.
Yeah, I already have 1 sleep card. So, yeah, that'll be my
Okay.
catch.
Nines.
I have 9 of spades.
What are you going to do on 9 of spades?
She's screaming.
That means she's alive.
I'm okay with that. I'm gonna go down to Chris's character and try to heal general medicine him.
Are you rolling d4s?
Yeah, that's all I have. 12.
All right, you regain 7 wind, and you're no longer in danger of bleeding. All right.
That's a wet erase finger.
Got this damp thing right here.
It's not really damp anymore.
That's all right. I got her.
That was 9s.
That was 9s.
8s.
I have an 8 of clubs.
All right, so you can try and break your stun if you wish.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Target number
which
is 13. No penalties on this
But is that vigor?
Yep. Oh, there's
Got
an
a
ace.
6.
You also busted.
Oh, I did. I did roll
one.
2
You
ones on my.
remain stunned. Any
And
other
I'm more
aces?
excited about the aces than I am the ones.
7s.
Yeah, I didn't
Or the
register.
other aces.
7s.
I have a 4.
6s.
Chris has a 5.
5. You can
And
sleep it.
you spent your 8 already,
Because
right,
you're
Danny?
unconscious still.
Is he?
Yeah.
I thought you
Or
said
no,
you
no,
were-
No, he's
awake,
conscious.
Sorry. You can make a vigor check if you wish to try and break your stun, as you are now crying out.
Yeah, D4s are not a bad thing to roll.
25% chance of exploding, 25% chance of busting.
But with 2,
It's still 25%.
Get 3 and then minus.
Okay,
No,
so
it's
you
actually
wish
less.
to
It's
stun.
12.5%.
yeah, because it's.
No, you do not calculate the dice.
But they both have to.
Right.
So there
So
are.
each of them individually.
Well,
have
for
different
busting.
odds.
For
For
busting.
busting.
Oh, for busting, yes.
Yeah.
All right, so
Because there's, what? 4, 8, 12, 16 possibilities.
that was 5s, 4s, 3s.
Oh, I have a 4. I'm sorry.
Oh, what are you doing on 4s?
There's 8 possibilities. But only one of the combinations can bust. Because one could be with 1, one could be with 2, one could be with 3. Or no, you're right. 3 and 1. Yeah, 6.
4s.
I'm thinking. I can't do anything to help any of these bats, can I? They're like
No, they're dead.
DEAD, dead.
DRT.
DRT.
They have assumed room temperature.
We're outside, so it's pretty warm. Can I try general medicine Chris Moore to help?
I mean, you
Bring his
can
wind back up,
attempt an unskilled leadership
or you can do that.
and start feeding me cards.
I think I do have leadership, just so you know.
All right.
Sure, we'll do a leadership. Right? Since I have it,
But you would be giving me your sleep card then?
I don't have a sleep card.
No. You have a card
Target
lower?
number 5.
I got a 3.
Okay.
I'm only rolling d4s on that.
All right. Any cards left?
I have a 3
What you
since
doing
I
on
didn't leadership him.
3?
Can I sleeve it and try leadership with my sleep card? I'll do that.
Next round, yeah.
You can do it on aces.
Any other cards? Okay. Quickness rolls.
Just one card.
Get
Yes.
one.
Yes, baby Jesus. Come on, keep going. 11. Right? Yeah.
You said 1, Danny?
One.
There's yours.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see that hand.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, this would have been a good poker playing hand tonight. I've gotten a lot of pairs.
All right, aces.
I'm going to go with my sleep card.
Okay, doing.
Well, do you need it? You have 2 cards.
It'd be nice to have more actions.
Okay, I'm gonna.
And it's
try
not like you're
to
gonna be using your
leadership
actions
him.
anyways.
Trying to leadership.
Nope.
All right, aces.
Can I pull my sleeve and
What's
try to do the
leadership
same thing?
under? Sure.
Okay.
Do you have leadership?
No.
All right, so,
So it's
one die of your
1d6
mean.
minus 4,
Okay.
Yeah, it's under your mean.
plus all your other penalties.
So wait, you said
What do I have
1d6,
to roll?
1d6
You have to hit a
because
target number
Okay.
you
of
don't have
5
leadership.
with a minus
So-
4. You don't
and I
have,
have -4.
I would not
And
try
it's only
doing
one
it.
of your
Okay,
die.
then never mind.
Okay.
Because that will
Keep
just
your
get me
sleep cards.
absolutely nowhere. What?
Keep your sleep card.
Yep.
All right, aces.
Got an ace of heart.
Ace of hearts.
And it looks like I'm standing still.
Are you positioned correctly to catch him?
Yep, he is directly underneath.
I got king of spades.
King of spades.
Just fucking sitting there.
King of Diamonds.
King of diamonds.
All right, I am.
Don't blame me.
I'm not blaming you.
I got my legs locked around them. I'm going to reach around my backpack.
Yeah.
And pull out my tent and rope.
Your tent and rope.
Yep.
I ain't gonna fashion himself a parachute.
Okay.
All I heard was reach around.
What we doing, making him a rope tip cape?
All right, that was kings.
I said we're going to do some Elgato shit, boys and girls.
Queens. Jacks.
I have 4s.
I have a 5.
I have
Yeah,
Tens. 9. 8.
I
Danny
have
has
an
an
8
8.
of hearts.
Ah, you go before the 8.
So I can
Oh,
try and break my
boy.
stun still. Get back
Yep.
here. Oh, there's a 6.
How many ones did you get?
Just 1.
1.
Okay.
9. So that my stun's broken?
Target number's 13 because you have 5
Nope.
ones. All right. 8 of clubs. It. Fine. 72 to 84.
Yep. It's okay. We got this.
It's all good.
Like I said, we're about to do some Elgato shit.
7 of spades. It. I rolled the wrong die. You wish to try and vamoose?
Yes.
Yes. What am I opposing it with?
Martial arts.
Did you do your nails or is it?
What?
Did you do your nails?
Oh, there's an ace. And it's not a bust. Let's keep going. Five.
33. Hey, Chris.
I need to occasionally go to mine, not just
It
machine.
knows something is up. It does not like you on its back, and it twists hard, throwing you off.
All right.
Yeet.
Here we go.
Sleeve card.
Sleeve card.
Catch.
Trying to catch him. As it gets free of you, it takes off.
Yep, and that tent's not going to have any drag yet.
20 and some more because it has a speed of 20.
Wish I got some Dakota for this.
And let's hope it's gone for good.
Oh, it's leaving you because you guys killed 4 of its
Good.
All right, here we go.
I tried to heal him.
Not that one.
Yeah, not that one. I shouldn't say he was.
All right,
Feet up.
I know,
So,
but one of his friends.
First, Nick, you see him down there on the ground holding his arms out like he wants to try and catch you.
Yep.
So you need to make a nimbleness check if you want to try and land in his arm. You're not sure who he is, but he's got to be softer than that asphalt.
This is my
Yep.
Man of Steel moment. Trying to be Clark Kent, you're my Lois Lane.
I'm gonna have to heal
But
a
with
lot of
real
our
physics.
All right, so I don't think a 3 is going to quite make it.
Rolled a 3 again.
Yep.
classic rule.
All right. Will,
Yeah.
make a fighting, we'll call it brawling check.
Fighting, brawling.
Yep. If you have clubs, you can use your fighting clubs at a -4.
Okay. At a -4. Oh boy.
A 1?
That's a 3.
Oh, I can't read that one. They got the same number. That should be something.
Match made in
I
heaven.
love how I did that through.
Which is where you
That's a
both will
3.
be.
Starting with that number.
5 bones or collapse?
No, you didn't. He veered off course. You tried to keep up with him,
Yeah.
and you were not able to keep up because he did something that really threw him way off course.
Yeah, it was a tent causing drag.
All right.
Get the 10 underneath you. It'll cushion the blow.
Sort of. Maybe.
We just went this way. This is what happened, honestly.
Did you get like air under that thing or something?
I don't have enough reaction time to do it.
Have another card, maybe.
I tried. My cards wouldn't have helped, though.
How far was that? 96 yards?
84.
84 yards.
Well, Nick is making a new character for 2 weeks.
We don't know that.
That's
You might
true.
only take one location.
Or I might just take everything except for my head and guts.
Yeah.
We're gonna
You just
roll
gotta
up
kinda-
at one.
Oh my
Just
god,
probably-
yes. And then you're gonna be the cowboy with fucking no limb, singing all your sad songs.
All right, Nick. Before I tell you the number, roll the number of locations.
You're looking at the.
He's gonna butt.
Yeah.
That one's on the floor. Oh, that's a rip. 5 locations.
5 locations.
Oh.
All right, roll those
Are
5d20.
you dead?
Possibly.
Not yet.
So, no 10s and no 20s. Or, well, no, Gus is pretty big.
Guts is a very large area.
All right.
Ray.
First one to the 3.
The
Left
leg.
leg,
Second one to the 4.
right leg,
Leg.
Third one to the 16.
guts,
Yep. Rip. To the 5.
guts,
And to the 3.
Leg. Well, 2 locations.
Like a Monty Python scene.
Well,
Black
Um,
Knight.
so I should just
Let me
shuffle.
divide this by 6, because you are size 6, right?
Yep, so it's going to be a couple hundred.
25 wounds. Each of those locations.
All right, so that's because it's the guts, that means I'm dead.
Let's see how much wind this is.
Doesn't matter. He's dead.
Oh, it matters because if you splatter too much, your head goes.
Yeah.
Where's my dice?
We're so
I
close,
thought you
though.
said you fell out of a plane.
I did.
Oh, you did.
Survived.
I think I jumped out after.
Don't worry about it.
And if it doesn't splatter my head, I get what, 1 card?
There's a lot of chips that got tossed around the table that night.
I was gonna say.
All right, sure. Where's that black joker?
Your butt.
It's either Joker.
Okay, where's the either joker?
That's
I don't know. You've been doing really good finding it all night.
I know.
Don't ask me to help you.
I can find a red chip.
Yeah, I don't want to look at it.
I don't know what it means.
Nope. Well, Rick is dead.
That was 72 wind. So yeah, you were.
Yep.
You're just a big red stain. And
There
that,
were ropes hanging off of the
There's a tent and ropes and all that stuff.
no, off the ship.
Yeah.
That was jumped out of.
And that is where we'll pick up next time. For those of you who survived,
Barely.
Some of you barely.
one white and one red.
That's it.
Yeah, this was not a super difficult encounter. It was just bad
Sure
luck
about
and
that?
surprise.
Because they wouldn't have gotten me if I wasn't surprised.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't want to be surprised. I should spend this red chip.
All right. So that's the end of the episode. And
One red, one
see
white.
everybody next time.
12.
Peace out.
Peace.
If you hadn't splattered